The Mixed Mornings and More podcast with Steph and Shawn.
Now available daily.
Good morning, world.
Good morning. Happy Thursday, September 15th. Already halfway through September.
That's a little bit scary.
Wow.
Also scary is how dark it is outside now.
Yeah.
It's very sad. I can't believe that, like pitch black, I would even say,
Yeah.
at 4:30 in the morning when I'm driving here. And I have a tiny bit of a PSA about that.
Let's hear it.
This morning, I was driving and there was a blonde dog walking itself.
A blonde dog. Sounds sexy. Sorry, I don't know. I've never heard a dog described blonde.
What do you call it? Yellow?
Golden?
Golden?
Like a golden retriever?
Yeah, but I guess then wouldn't you just say it was a golden retriever? Like, I don't know what breed it was.
Yeah, you can say golden.
Oh.
Golden color.
There was a golden dog walking itself.
Blonde.
It in fact was not, though. I don't know what color its walker's hair was because she was completely invisible.
Oh.
She was wearing all black.
Oh, yeah, that's not great.
And I was like, if you are having a hard time seeing out here, what do you think you look like to other people? Like, good thing you have a dog with you, because I'm not going to hit your dog, but I also don't want to hit you, but I can't see you.
Yeah, and it's going to be dark for what, the next 6 months now?
At
And so
least,
reflective clothing, maybe a vest, maybe some blinkers, whatever it may be. Just protect yourself.
And please help me. I don't want to ruin your day and mine.
And let me see your blonde dog as well.
Webster's Dictionary put out 370 new words into their actual definition dictionary book.
Wow, do they take the summer off? Why so many at one time? Holy moly.
Well, I pulled a couple that I'm like, what? Some of them seem like they've been in circulation since the 90s, maybe, and other of them are like, obviously, did we really need a dictionary definition for this?
Yeah.
For instance, the word baller.
Baller, like just someone who's good at basketball.
Yeah, kind of. It's
Athletic.
like an excellent, exciting, or extraordinary, especially in a way that is suggestive of a lavish lifestyle.
Okay.
You're a baller.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yep. Following.
Yeah, so I'm just like, okay, like that seems obvious and like an old word.
You know what the vibe I'm getting from Webster's?
Yeah.
Webster's Dictionary? They're trying to push away Urban Dictionary.
Oh, they're trying to
steal the clicks. They're like, people always go to Urban Dictionary to find out what these slang words are, but if we just have them with the actual like real definitions, maybe we can get those clicks.
That's really smart. You could be onto something. Do you know what a dawn chorus is?
Dawn chorus?
Yeah.
No.
Dawn chorus. The singing of wild birds that closely precedes and follows sunrise.
Okay.
So they're just saying like, oh, that's the dawn chorus. If you were like, it was about to be sunny out and then some ravens started cawing.
Oh, it's not like Dawn, D-O-N. It's like Dawn, D-A-W-N.
D-A-W-N.
I'm catching. Okay. I'm catching on.
One more for you. Greenwash.
Greenwash. Is this like, is this politics related?
Kind of.
Yeah. Is this like just green, like you fall into everything the Green Party is saying and you believe everything, or like you're getting like just like information overload or something?
Good guess, but it is to make something such as a product or policy appear to be more environmentally friendly.
Oh, yeah.
Than it really is.
Okay.
So you're greenwashing it. You're like, oh yeah, this is made out of all
The Earth will
plant-based
die
products.
tomorrow if you don't use a plastic straw.
Stop greenwashing me, Shawn.
You know the corn kid, viral everywhere.
It's corn.
That guy, yeah, exactly. It's just hilarious social media these days, just how things take off and like the world's just enamored with everything, hey?
For sure. I mean, I use that song as a background to a video of my husband shucking corn.
Of course. I think everyone has like a 6th degree of someone who's just done something along the lines with the corn song. South Dakota, I think he's from the northeast part of America, whether it be New York, Washington, D.C., just kind of that northeast corner up there, that pocket. But South Dakota is one of the biggest corn places in America. I don't know where my words are this morning, but they produce corn in South Dakota. Lots of fields with corn in them. And they just came out recently and said, this little kid, I think his name's Tariq, he's our corn ambassador.
Corn ambassador.
He's 7 years old. Look at that. He's already getting official titles and everything. Imagine putting that on a resume.
Yeah, for real. It's like kind of the same as being like knighted in England.
Yeah.
He's the corn ambassador. What does he get for being the corn ambassador?
I think it's just a title. It's just like, thanks for like being a big advocate advocate for corn.
An advocate for corn.
Yeah, you're really shooting those sales up for us. So it's a good time for corn growers in South Dakota.
Do you think he still likes corn? Like, it's been a month and a half and he's 7 years old. Like, I feel like he's probably just like changed his mind like the weather changes, you know?
Yeah. I wonder like some kids like just move on from one like food to another. So like he probably loves corn for a couple months here, but then what if he like just loves cereal like next month? He's like, yeah, corn, that was cool, but like cereal.
Or like ketchup. Like, kids love ketchup.
Just drinking ketchup. A little bit of a royal rebranding, we'll call it, is going to take shape across the world. I haven't seen anything official if we're going to get new money. Probably if we introduce maybe a new 20, a new 10, whatever. Well, I guess it would have to be the 20, right?
Yeah, it'd have to be. I mean, it would be pretty rude to kick somebody else off. Wilfrid Laurier's been hanging out on the 5 for years. Yeah.
Or would we keep her on the 20? See, I'm so... are we going to put the king on anything?
I feel like this might sound really bad. If we rebrand with the king, who is 73 years old, we're going to have to do it again soon.
Yeah. We're not going to have the king on for 70 years is essentially what you're saying, like the queen. But are we going to keep her tradition on the 20? Is she forever on the 20?
She's got to be on the 20 for a while. Like, I feel like it's mean to be like, oh, you're dead, see you bye.
Yeah, or is there like rule in the legislation that says like the person on the 20 is going to be the person in charge of the monarchy or whatever?
That can't possibly be right, can it? But what about our coins? She's on all our coins as well.
Is she? I haven't had coins in my hand in a while.
If you take a look at them, flip them over. There's a polar bear on one side, there's a queen on the other. There's a loon on one side, a queen on the other.
Okay, and this is what I was going to come to with the royal rebranding. Enough with the people. We have great animals. Let's get some beavers. Even though everyone hates deer. Maybe a deer here. A caribou?
Okay, but like...
A bear?
The things you're coming up with, Shawn, we already have a beaver on the nickel and we have a caribou on the quarter.
Both sides.
Yeah, I see that you haven't had coins in a while. But
I'm like, let's get a bear on something. You're like, grab a dime.
No, the Blue Nose schooner.
Wow, you know your
dime.
Currency.
Thank you. Don't ask me what's on the penny because I'm blanking right now about it. But the queen is on one side.
Anyways, more animals, less people. That would just save so much money for future Canada. If we animals that are going to be around for a good bit.
If we're good to the world, we don't want to extinct them. But I guess then it would be in memoriam. Kind of like the queen.
Yeah. Yeah. I will always be forever amazed by just entrepreneurs, people who are very smart in the tech industry.
And they just come up with things that you're like, I would have never thought of that, or that was on Kim Possible. How'd you make it a reality?
Yeah. It's just like software where you see it in a high-tech movie and then now it's a reality. And so this new software that I found on TikTok the other day, this kind of person who just went at it. So there's so much information within a picture, right?
Yes.
And there's just longitude, latitude, location. You post it to Instagram. Maybe you tag the location of where that Instagram was taken. Like, for instance, you take one here, tag Mix. That's where you click. And then people can click on Mix on Instagram. And then they can see other photos that were taken in that area. So this new software that I came across that this person just released on the 12th, just earlier this week. So say someone takes a picture at Mix here. This software will try and it will use open cameras from the real world.
Whoa.
So security cameras, CCTV, anything of that nature. And it will try and find when that picture was taken in real time.
Whoa.
So it will try and find the security camera footage of the person taking a picture of that person at Mix.
I don't like that.
And it's just a reminder of just how much of your information is on the internet all the time.
For real, I mean, even when you watch, say, Chicago PD, they're like, oh, can you check the camera on this street, on the camera? Oh, that camera's been blocked out. Okay, check this camera. And they can see so much. And I always think this must be fake that they have that many
just
cameras.
For TV, you
know?
No.
But then when you say things like this, I'm just like, oh my gosh, that's really scary, especially open source cameras. You're like, okay, should I, close source this? How do I even do that?
Yeah, and so on the website, it has an Instagram picture of this person in front of Wrigley Field, which is in Chicago. That's where the baseball team, the Cubs, play. And she's just posing in front of the stadium. And then side by side, it has the Instagram photo. And then right beside it, it has the open open source photo of her from like 30 feet away. And it had, you know, like in the TV shows and the movies when it has like a green box around someone and it highlights like, oh, that's a person. There's just a bunch of green boxes with everyone highlighted. So the AI and the computer recognizes people movement. It's like, oh, that's where that Instagram was taken right there. So if anyone's interested, you can text in 780-791-1037. I can text you the website because I don't know how to pronounce half the things that are in this website. It is safe. I won't give you a virus or anything, but it's just very interesting just to see software and things being developed in this day and age.
Very freaky. It sounds
Never
like a
take
novel I've read before.
Yeah, never take a photo anymore is what I'm trying to say. I recently came across a conspiracy theory, Steph, and I totally believe it.
No, do not fall into this category.
Oh, and I'm bringing everyone along with me here.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
It's not too radical or anything.
I'm like, don't steer anyone astray this morning. What do you got going on over there?
The earth is flat. No.
Shawn.
The moon isn't real. No.
Stop this. It's cheese. Okay.
Celebrities, when they come out with all these weird names for their kids, like just like Apple, Orange, North, West, XYZ, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what
Right,
Elon
yeah.
Musk's kid, right? Not real names. They're just for the press.
Oh.
That's the conspiracy, that they just throw it out there so we can have something and we can kind of build off of it. Whereas their kids' names are actually just like Jeff
Oh.
or Sarah or Stephanie.
And so then they work really hard to only call their kids their real names in the private of their homes. And then when they're out, they're like, Apple, come here.
Yeah, precisely. So what kind of, I saw this floating around on social media about a month ago, but then Kylie Jenner was on James Corden, and James Corden asked her why she hasn't revealed her son's new name. And I thought that was interesting. And she said, we haven't officially legally changed the name. She said, his name is still Wolf. His passport says Wolf, sure, but that isn't going to be his name. We're just waiting.
Oh.
I don't believe that, though. I think she's just like, oh yeah, like it's Wolf. But see, she's just publicly saying here, I don't want like the paparazzi and the press to know my kid's real name.
Interesting. Now, do you think, I mean, I feel like probably celebrity kids are damaged in so many ways, but like, wouldn't it be pretty weird if you grew up with two names? And they were just like, when you're out in public, your name is Wolf, but in real life, it's Mark.
Yeah, well, once their brain starts to develop and they start to like read and everything, they're like, Mom, who's Wolf?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that was you. That was your fake name when you were growing up to protect you from the press.
Because does it really protect you if the press like already has your picture and everything, knows that you're Kylie Jenner's kid?
Yeah.
Does it matter if you have a fake name or not? I don't think you're going to hide.
Yeah. Either way, I'm buying into it. I like the conspiracy.
I hate conspiracy theories. As we continue to go forth in life with these phones in our pocket that are worth a ton of money and they just come everywhere with us, I think fewer and fewer of us have stories of not dropping them.
Yeah, there's a story here or there. I recently dropped mine. Now, when everyone sees my phone, they gasp because I just have it bare.
Yeah, no case on this thing. You're
No
like,
screen.
I bought the baby blue colored phone because I wanted to look at it.
Yeah, well, no, it's not even that. I feel like a case and everything just makes it thick. And so whenever you have it in your pocket, it's a bulge in your pocket and it just sticks out. And I hate that. And I love the feel of it. So when I have it in my hand, it's just the sleek, slim features that they like present at the presentation. It's like, yeah, I have that in my hand. And I'm just not clumsy. I'm just not that clumsy until 3 years passed and I finally dropped it.
Yeah, and everybody that does pick up your phone is like, I must be careful with this. I have to carry it at like a precious cargo.
2 hands at all times.
Yeah, everybody else, when you have a case on your phone, don't worry about it. But then you did drop it. Now it has a crack on the screen.
Yeah, it's like bottom left. It's just a tiny one. And it like messes up my calls now. So I really need to get a new phone. But 3 years with a phone, I feel like that's good.
That's pretty good because I definitely have like multiple stories. I've dropped my phone in the toilet before. I did drop it in my soup the other day. I once dropped my phone from my lap of sitting in the car.
Yeah.
And then when I stood up from sitting in the car and stepped on it after it was on the ground. And that definitely made sure it was very broken.
You literally did this like 2 days ago. You were in the back seat of the Mixmobile. I was driving. We had someone else in the passenger. And then park the car, you get out, and all we hear is, "Oh no! Why you have your phone in your lap and you don't put it in your hand?
I do, well, because I'm carrying other things. I got to go grab my water bottle, grab my purse, and then all of a sudden the phone I think must be somewhere else, and then it's on my lap, and then it's on the ground, landing face first. I'm like, are you okay? Are you all right?
Unbelievable.
I feel like I have to talk really nicely to it. Like, please, glass, be strong every time I drop you, because it does happen about once a week.
Oh, jeez. 780-791-1037. You can text or call. Steph and I were just chatting about like the worst ways you've kind of lost, dropped, destroyed your phone. Dean, what's yours?
I went on a boys' trip to Vegas, and I lost my phone about, 15 minutes after the plane.
Oh, no.
So that was a 3-day trip, and it was a good trip, let me tell you. So none of the boys had let me call home. So there's no way I'm getting in touch with, and then I just forgot about it. No way I'm getting in touch with the wife. So, yeah, 3 days later of no phone in Vegas, and then our plane gets delayed, so that's another day. And, so I think I'm still on the couch. I'm not sure, but...
But, hey, blessing in disguise, kind of?
Oh, well... what do you mean?
It's Marty.
It's Marty. Party Marty. What's up, girl?
Well, I was just listening to the thing about dropping your phone, and so I thought I would just pipe in with 2 classic ways that I've done it.
What's the number one way, Marty?
The number one way was I put it on the balcony, and my husband said to me, I wouldn't put it on the ledge of the balcony. We live 6 stories up. And I was like, oh, it'll be fine. And immediately I turned around and knocked it 6 stories down and smashed it all over the street.
You are so lucky you didn't hit anybody in the head with that.
It was quite late. So, yes, I am very lucky.
What about other ways, Marty? How else has the phone been a casualty?
I put it in the top of my stroller when when the babies were young, and then I folded up the stroller to put it into the back of the car, and the phone shot out, but I didn't see it, and then I drove over it. So that was awesome.
I remember scrolling by a tweet, I want to say, it must have been like 5 years ago. But it has stuck in my head ever since. And it was an older person, older than myself. And they said the younger generation has lost like the art of just embracing silence.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I could see that.
And I totally agree. Because when you think about it, it's like when our generation goes to bed, it's like, oh, I need some sounds playing. Oh, I need to listen to a podcast when I go for a walk. Oh, I need to just have something happening around myself other than being alone with my own thoughts.
Yep, makes sense. I mean, I even know people who put on white noise app when they go to sleep.
Mm-hmm. And it's everywhere now. And this became very relevant for me last night when I watched this incredible movie.
Okay.
My landlord recommended it to me. Big thank you. It's The Express. It's a football movie, but it deals with racism way back in like this. Well, not even way back. Oh my goodness. Like back in like the 50s, 60s, 70s type of thing. And 2 hours of watching this incredible movie. I'm kind of like decompressing and I'm just like thinking about the film as it ends, and then like 5 seconds into the credits, do you want to see these 2 siblings? Are they related or are they dating? And I'm just like, Netflix,
I need a minute.
chill. Like I just spent 2 hours watching this intense film and now you want to see if these 2 cousins are like on this dating show together? I was like, can I just be alone, like just watching this? And like Netflix it's everywhere around us. You can't just like take in something, and it's just like something always needs to be happening nowadays.
Well, they're expecting you to be like, oh, that was a great movie. Okay, I'm going to turn off the TV now. But they're like, no, I must hook you into the next thing to keep you staying longer.
Yeah.
But a lot of times, same thing happens at my house. My husband, when the credits come on, he's like, quick, press the button, leave the credits on. And it's like, you did just finish watching this great movie and you're in this serene moment, and then you have to rush and find the remote and everything before a trailer interrupts your sereneness. But it's like, but also the fact that I had to find the remote after 2 hours interrupts my moment of, wow, that was great. Wow.
Yeah. And you know, sometimes the music, like someone put a lot of hard work in creating the whole thing with the credits, and sometimes it's just beautiful to sit in all that.
Yeah, and sit in your feelings.
Yeah.
And wow, I just want Netflix.
Maybe,
come on.
Yeah, maybe we can start a change of just like embracing the silence, or not even, doesn't have to be silence, but just embracing the moment. Let's bring it back. Earlier today, we were chatting about just embracing silence and embracing the moment for what it's worth type of thing.
Yeah, and we were referencing how Netflix, at the end of a movie you've just watched, you're like, oh, that was great, good feelings. And then you're like, wait, no, I've got to show you this awful trailer about this trashy television show we have coming up because you need entertainment at all times.
That's right. It's like season 3, Love is Blind. Brrr. Meanwhile, I just like watched like this really deep 2 hours of a movie that I really enjoyed, and I'm trying to like decompress from it.
And I need the credits and the soft music that they've perfectly paired with the feeling of the movie to end things.
Yeah, and we had a listener text in just a little bit after we chatted about that, and she said, you just did the same thing with the music. I was taking in and embracing the moment of you guys talking, and then all of a sudden you blasted Rihanna in my ear. And so I think what we should do right now is we should embrace the moment and just have a moment of silence for just embracing the silence, okay?
I think we're going to get a lot of phone calls if we go off air right now, Shawn. I don't think people can handle silence. Are you giving me silence, right? I can't handle the silence. That's it. New song.
Well, I've been deep in this sleeplessness.
Want more of today's show?
Download the Mixed Mornings and More podcast.
Now available every weekday.